Though travel for many people might seem like a luxury, many places around the world are actually much cheaper than you might think. You can actually go to some truly wonderful and amazing looking places on the cheap and have some money to spare. So, what are some of these amazing destinations you can travel and stay in under a budget? Well, stay tuned to today's video as we're going to discuss shockingly affordable destinations around the world. First up, we have Portugal. Portugal is one of the best places to visit or live in the world. The people are amazing. It's easy to travel to, and it's one of the safest places if you are in the correct areas. Portugal has some amazing attractions with its beaches, sunshine, and its rich and wonderful culture that everyone seems to enjoy. People talk about how wonderful Portugal is all the time, and it's no wonder. In terms of where to move or visit, you should be looking at what Portugal offers. You can go to a golf course, hiking paths, ruins, or beaches. They're all places you can travel to within Portugal. Depending on what and where you want to go is the problem for you to figure out. Portugal should have everything you'll ever want though. In terms of cost, you can actually live very comfortably for about $2,000 to $2,000 a month for a couple. It's even much less for one person on their own. For this sort of budget, you should actually be more than fine and have some money to spare. If you want to just travel there for a while, it should be way easier and much cheaper than living. However, living in Portugal would be an amazing time and you could easily get your money's worth with everything you can see and do. What do you think of Portugal? Let us know down in the comments section below. And now up next is Panama. Panama should be a place everyone knows about, especially if you want a tropical experience with a great price to boot. It's been depicted on television so much over the years and has become one large tropical paradise because of it all. The tax burden's very low and there are many people who speak English, so you won't have to worry about learning a new language. The doctors are also some of the best in the world because of the location. You won't be dealing with hurricanes anytime soon as well because this tropical location doesn't get any. And to boot, you'll never run out of anything to do because of how much goes on in Panama. Even if you aren't a fan of drinking or partying, there is so much going on, it's going to be hard to feel bored or drained out. Panama's pretty small, so there isn't that many places to choose from in terms of moving and visiting there. Most people seem to move into the Panama capital city because of the insane highway and easy access to literally everything Panama has to offer. There are beach homes and some amazing small town locations that should fulfill any fantasies you have of the location. In terms of price to live there, as a couple you can easily live on around $1,700 a month. You could also take about 20 or 30% off that if you desire to live on your own in Panama. Therefore, this location is surprisingly cheap, especially for what it offers. If you end up leaving Panama City, the price will go down even more as you can live a peaceful life outside of the city for around $1,500 a month. There's also no income tax in Panama, so no need to worry about that if you earn money outside of Panama. Does this sound appealing to you? Let us know down in the comments section below. Next up is Russia. Russia might not be one of those places you'd think of living in, but its cost and what you get there are incredible. You could comfortably live on around $1,700 and have some money to spare. It's a wonderful place, but what do they have of interest? Russia isn't just one place for one type of culture. It has so many different types of culture throughout. If you're one for learning about a country and its people, then Russia is really a great place for you. According to an article on Russian culture, though all Russian citizens are considered Russians, about 160 ethnic groups inhabit different parts of Russia. Russian is the official language, but across the country, over 100 languages are spoken. The majority of Russians identify with the Eastern Christian Orthodox Church, but Judaism, Islam, Buddhism, and the strict Christian Orthodoxy of the Old Believers, and even shamanism are still practiced. Ancient animalistic religions still survive among Russia's indigenous tribes. 25 years ago, few Westerners comprehended the ethnic complexity of the Russian Federation, especially in its Asian hinterlands. Even fewer realized that this ethnic mosaic included some 30 northern Aboriginal peoples, maintaining their cultural traditions despite over a half-century of intense pressure to assimilate into Soviet society. It's a pretty insane thing, isn't it? Russia also has indigenous people who are nomadic reindeer herders that live above the Arctic Circle. Others also rely on resources from forests or taiga. They survive through a mixture of hunting, gathering, and even living off of permanent settlements that they've set up throughout the decades. If you're planning on taking a visit to Russia anytime soon, taking it in the winter season might be your best bet for having a magical time. Most countries have really nice winters with some great snow and an amazing atmosphere, but places like Russia have an insane winter because of where the country's located. Russia is known for many things, and its history is one of the larger ones. People head to Russia all year round to witness the things left behind throughout its history. The country is also very proud of its heritage and has the monuments all throughout. The architecture there is also amazing, as the ruins are just as amazing sight to behold. Though it's not the usual place to move to or visit, Russia definitely has promising things for those looking to visit or even live there. And finally, we have Costa Rica. Our final location on this list is the wonderful Costa Rica. This location is easily one of the best places in the world to travel to because of what it offers, but also a great and affordable location to settle down in. There are many resorts to visit, some incredible medical care, amazing nature, and some incredible nice locals that will love to explain everything you need. Costa Rica also has a very sustainable mindset and loves to make sure everything is safe and not affecting the world too much. In terms of where you move, you have many options. Costa Rica is actually only about the size of West Virginia, and it has many different landscapes and climates in that area. You can choose between seaside villages, rainforests, and even some mountain towns. In the capital of Costa Rica, San Jose, you'll find some amazing locations to live, especially in the surrounding area as well. Just like the other locations in this list, Costa Rica is incredibly affordable to live in and, of course, travel to. In terms of a couple living there, you'll be living on around $1,500 to about $2,000 a month. Depending on if you live alone and your budget, you might even be able to live for much cheaper than that. Local restaurants in Costa Rica are also super cheap at about $5 for a meal, so you can eat well whilst even the strictest on budgets. Costa Rica is just amazing and definitely somewhere you should think about moving to. And that's the end of the video.